I kid you not. G did all this in about 10 minutes max. Very impressive. Good morning, sunshine. So what you're seeing is what they call a tramily, which is a trail family.
We did spaghetti. That was a bad idea.
I told you my Ben and Jerry story the first night I got here. Did I tell you that?
Maybe more than Jerry's.
Yeah.
I want ice cream. Oh yeah, you went to St. Mark. Oh no, I actually don't know.
No, I was trying to find a restaurant to get to eat because I got in like Sunday night and it was like 7 o'clock. All these places were shut down. One restaurant that I could find that still had a kitchen open.
Well, good morning, like Gabrielle said. This is day 13. Last night, we're gonna camp together. We're about 7,500 feet and we are, I think, Page Meadow Creek or something like that. Oh, no, Ward Creek is our end goal today. And then Tahoe City is where we exit the trail. And Katrina should be there waiting for us at the parking lot and we'll actually see. So the consensus is that last night was like the best sleep we've all had. I'm not sure why. I think some of it because we were sleeping on a little bit of grass instead of dirt. In fact, my ground cloth is now cleaner than it was just about when we started, and certainly a lot cleaner after that one campsite that was just full of dirt. So I feel really good about that. I slept pretty good last night, really warm. And it was great. So I think we're gonna be in the sun a little bit today. And it should be a really nice up and down hike. So here we are. Well, not to disappoint within just the first couple minutes. Already going up a little bit. I don't know how much further we're gonna go, so I wanted to stop and take this, but this is kind of the entrance to Desolation Wilderness. From this would be like the west end through Barker Pass. And I think we actually were camping at Barker Pass. It's kind of more of a saddle than a pass. So we're not actually hiking up to it. I think we're going toward Barker Mountain. So if we do get up real high, we should get a really nice view. You can, I'm able to notice it looks a little hazy today. There is some smoke in the air. When we got up to the pass yesterday, right away we got a whiff of smoke. And we can still smell it today a little bit, kind of comes and goes. Some guy came from the trailhead, or from the trail from where we're going last night, and he's like, hey, there's like fires in the area and all that. And we're like, yeah, man, we do know, and we can smell it. So he was a little strange, like we had no idea there were fires in the area or something. So, one of the first things we did yesterday when we got here was we actually pulled up. We got one bar, but some of us were able to bring up the website or the app that tells you about the fires in the area, and everything is good where we're going here, as far as we know from yesterday. But it's something we do check. I don't know, at least every 3 days we check, or if something changes, like the wind radically changes, the weather radically changes, or just the smoke intensity and all that kind of stuff. So we feel pretty comfortable. I mean, amazing with the technology, what you can do. It is really a beautiful day today. Beautiful. We've seen some of those fuzzy caterpillars on this trip. That's probably the biggest butterfly. Maybe it's just kind of newly born there and it's kind of figuring it all out. However, butterflies figure things out. Gotta love creation. We're coming out on probably Barker Peak, and it's really hard to see now because of the sun, but that's Lake Tahoe right there. Very smoky today. But you know, there's still this artistic beauty of it all. Wow, so now you can see Desolation Wilderness pretty good. Yeah, man. This Barker Pass below us to the right, I just passed. Called Desolation Wilderness. We came from way over there. We came from there, we came from there. In the background, we came from there, we came from there, we came from there. It's really satisfying. Girls are amazed. Chris is stoked. Although he doesn't use that word. So this is the backside right here. I think we're gonna maybe go down there and around, who knows. I love these kind of trails. Oh, look at that behind me. I didn't even notice that. It goes way up there.
So this is the saddle, I guess.
Yeah, I love these kind of trails where you're hiking, you know, on an edge. It's like about a 45, something like that right there. I really like that. Always get great views, great ravines. And you know, there's just water just rushing down this thing in the spring.
I look kind of ridiculous because I'm wearing
By the way, I forgot to mention we did depart at 6:34 this morning. We could have gone earlier, but we were just kind of hanging out by the table. I know that's not important to you guys, but I got to document it because it's important to me. I'm not sure exactly why. So we're not sure whether that was the saddle or the pass. It's called Saddle, we think, on the map. But we thought we were at the saddle where the cars are. We don't really know. Is there something up there?
It's like volcanic rock or something.
Oh yeah, hold on. We got to take another little video here. Oh yeah. It's like above our heads right there. Maybe that's where the bears hang out. Oh yeah, we're coming into some really gnarly stuff here. So that was kind of cool. I thought we were gonna go like under other rocks, but I'm kind of glad because I don't really want to walk on rocks again. That was really very technical, and you know, you don't want to get hurt. So the scouts passed us. Don't know how they got up to us so fast. They're hiking out today, so that's probably the last we're gonna see of them. Super neat to talk with them. I asked him today because Gabrielle and I had a conversation yesterday. A little emotional, it's hard. And so I asked the scouts, I said, hey, is it Boy Scouts or just Scouts? And they said, well, they said it's Scouts, but it's Boy Scouts of America is like the, you know, the organization. And I said, well, you know, can girls, you know, get involved in it and become Eagle Scout and all that kind of thing? And they said, yeah, they can. And what they do is they have different troops. They have, you know, scouts that the troop is full of girls, and they have scouts where the troops are guys. And they both, you know, go through the same program. And they said it actually works out really well that way. So I think that's actually a really good solution for gals. Some gals who really love the outdoors and want to go through the program and actually want to be recognized as, you know, an outdoor adventurer, has gone through all the process of all the scouting type stuff, including, and this is the kind of Gabrielle and I were talking about, is that including the benefits of being an Eagle Scout, which, you know, include, you know, significant scholarship possibilities going to universities and academies and things like that. So that was really neat to hear. So then I asked them, I said, well, when you guys have, you know, your camporees with all the competitions, because I remember those in scouting, those were fun. And they said, oh yeah, it's troop against troop, doesn't make any difference, man or woman. And he said, God, those girls can get super competitive. And he said that his troop actually stopped going to the Camp Breeze because they weren't that competitive. It just really wasn't all that fun. But once the girls started getting into it, the competitiveness just ramped up, and now they're starting to go again. So that was pretty funny. So that was really neat to hear that a really good solution to this change. I was really excited about that. Instead of just taking out the entire organization, they just made an adjustment. And that's pretty cool. So I wanted to share that with you guys. On with the trail. The journey does continue. So we're on the trail, and I was thinking about the two scouts, and they're both going into like scientific fields where there's a lot of experiments and things like that. You learn by experimentation, discoveries, and all that. I was thinking, gosh, that's super cool. And in my work, it's unusual, but I do in my work. I do a ton of experiments, and my blogs and a lot of stuff that I've actually posted is all based on experiments, which gives me little data points and stakes in the ground to make decisions, data-based decisions kind of thing. Yeah, anyways. So I was thinking, gosh, I wish I could tell them these two things I was thinking about. I might have missed the opportunity. I don't know, maybe they'll watch the video, but one of them is that there's no such thing as a closed experiment. In other words, there are things that you don't know to measure, you don't want to measure, but don't discount the possibility that there's external things going on that are outside your experiment. You just don't do that. That's pretty arrogant. The second thing is, and a little more personal here, is that if you're a scientist, the moment you become a staunch atheist, then you stop being a scientist, because then you discount the possibility of discovering things, certain things that you just don't want to discover. So I wish I could tell them that. So this is pretty typical breakfast. We stopped at breakfast. We've only been hiking about an hour, but we were in at least 3 miles already because the trail's so nice. So Gabrielle's got the blowtorch going there, heating up her water for breakfast. Chris is, looks like he's squeezing water into his bottle. And then there's Jordan with the Ultimate Gravity Feed filter, getting a couple liters of fresh water. And of course, I'm waiting for my oats to soak up a lot of water while I'm having a bar. So everybody kind of has their breakfast routine. It's kind of fun to watch how everybody does stuff a little different. This is kind of the headwater of that little stream where we just had our breakfast. So there's two streams here. That's one of them right here. Barely see it. and they merged together, the headwaters. But that's the water we got for our breakfast. That's all it takes. So, you know, with all the beauty, there's still the complete just butt heads that are just, you know, rocks, toilet paper. Turn over here. Got some more toilet paper. Got some more. Got some more. And yeah, I can see some more inside there as well. You got to dig the hole. Really not that hard. Well, you know, we think we've seen it all. I mean, this is like literally the first 30 seconds after breakfast, and then, you know, we just hike into stuff like this. And look at the rock formations in front of us. And it's gonna be, I guess it's gonna be above us. So it looks like we're gonna be exposed in the sun for a while. So we put some sun stuff on. I have my sun hat ready to put on at any time. We're gonna have to hike up like, I think 800 feet though coming up. Maybe we're gonna go over one of these little pass things here. I don't know. But that will literally be, we think, the last climb of any significance for the entire trail. Man, that looks really cool. Here we go. Must be a significant view right here because they all stopped and turned. So I'll do the same. Yeah. So the lake is down there. Really not sure if that's smoke or just something else, but I think it's smoke. We can't smell it here yet, but I think it's coming up the valley. It's what it typically does, and in the afternoon the wind shifts and it blows it back, and we end up with a really nice evening view. You know, one thing I do that really helps me out is that when I have like big life challenges and problems I just don't have answers to, or I get overwhelmed, or I get a little anxious, I try and find the most magnificent, the most powerful thing around me, like a giant wave in the ocean, or big rocks, big peaks, or something like that. And then what I do is I say, okay, so this thing is so magnificent, so powerful, like that's the majestic, most powerful thing around me that I can see. Like, where is my problem? Is it way up there? Is it really bigger than that giant wave that just rolls in slow motion? It's just, no, man. Is it as big as the wave? No. Is it like, where is it? Well, usually, you know, it's down here somewhere. And I realized that, you know, that problem is it's not quite so overwhelming and so impossible than I thought before. So that really helps me out. Hey man, what you doing way up there?
Hey, what's going on down there?
We got a few of these to go. So, if you're kind of getting tired of all my little ruminations here, just go ahead and fast forward this, all right? But I was thinking about some more things, as I do, especially when the trail gets a little harder sometimes, is that one thing that was really interesting that actually we all talked about at some point was that, remember that relay station, big radio station? There was this peak that we climbed up pretty much, and it was really hard. I mean, it was painful. Nobody would say that was quote fun. It was hard, and there was physical pain involved, and mentally it wasn't easy. But once we actually were there, And we knew that, man, that was hard. That was painful. We were pretty excited that we actually made it. But that was just the beginning, because that was like that was near the highest point of the trail. And we could see it literally for days. We could see that. And so every time we got a good viewpoint, we'd kind of look back, or I'd kind of look back, and I said, oh yeah, there's that relay station, that little box on the top of a ridge. And it was so encouraging, because you're like, wow, man, we hiked so far away from that. And that, it's like, yeah, that was really hard, it was really painful. But what started to happen is all of the things about the journey from that point, those became like the focus. And all the conversations, the people we've met, you know, the lakes we've seen, the beautiful nature and creation that we've seen, the things we talked about, you know, I mean, all sorts of stuff, what we liked, what we don't like, all the equipment, what kind of equipment do you have? I mean, all the kind of conversations. And when we look back at the point, it became less about that point of being like this point of pain and triumph. It became more of a reference point for like where we were in the journey, and the depth and the richness of the journey since then really became the most important thing that we actually remember. And so when I look back, which I can't even see that thing now, right? I mean, it's completely out of view, even with the clearest of clear weather. I don't really think about that point anymore. I think about all the amazing things since that point. I know that point was there. I'm not going to discount that. But all the stuff since then has become so much more in focus and part of like the journey than just that one little piece. And that's really encouraging for me. It's like it's the journey, it's the richness and the depth. And even when it's hard, and when you look back, you know, I don't want to go back to that point. I don't want to go back to that point. But there's been so much goodness and so much that I've learned and so much that I've experienced. I don't want to lose that for anything. Yeah, I don't want to focus on that pain point. I want to enjoy the richness of what's happening every day. Thanks for listening. Wow, we're getting closer. If you look up here, whenever I see stark blue, like a skyline right there, right above me, I know we're getting close. Yo, ladies, you're almost there. There's like blue sky. Woo! Nice. There's Chris, I can tell. There's the girls.
I'm walking through all the cobwebs. Yeah, you know what? It's my public duty, apparently.
Woo! Hey, that's nice. Woo! Look at that. Pretty good, huh? I hate being the guy that keeps holding the phone like some freak, but I'm gonna thank myself for it later.
look like a complete freak.
Good, good, because I just don't want to forget all the details, because
Yep.
we've...
We'll be thankful for it later. We'll be thankful for it. I'm going to use these videos to remember what I did.
Yeah, I just did.
No doubt.
So we're hiking on the, kind of on the edge of this right here, and it looks like the trail keeps going straight up the hill here. But we have some pretty amazing views out here. I suspect this probably drops off pretty good right here. Yeah, there's a meadow down there. There's gotta be a nice little river down there. I don't think we're going on this side though. I think we're gonna go on the other side, because you gotta keep making the turn to get to Tahoe City. Woo, we're up here though. Man, that's really nice. Yeah, so we're coming up to actually a pretty significant break right here. You see, this is the Tahoe Trail right there. And it says the Tahoe Trail, whoop, go back that way. And the Pacific Crest Trail go, you know, to the right, which means we're actually breaking off from the PCT right now. So we've been on the PCT for quite a while.
50 miles.
50 miles, yeah. It's been quite a treat. Met some really interesting folks. Yeah, pretty cool. So now we're back on the Rim Trail.
I'm letting you do all the time.
Tell you, this trail, it just does not disappoint. You know, we're definitely on the kind of a rim right here. Seeing a whole nother kind of scenery. And this is looking kind of, this would be kind of northwest right here. We're looking, you can tell there's a ton of mountains there. There's a super deep valley down there. But kind of the edge or the rim right now we're walking on is just kind of follows this trail right here. Like we're coming up to like a meadow of, I don't know what these little little manzanitas? Something like, I don't know what these are. Call it the meadow of manzanitas. Super pretty. Ooh. Bright green. I think we're coming up to a unique viewpoint right here. Woo! Wow. I can't figure out if these meadows are clear cuts or natural. But, okay, what I want to show you is right there in the middle. It's probably hard to see, but I can't figure out if there's the black thing like just sticking up there, or if it's actually against like the whiteness near the top of the hillside there. Like if it's just black rock that just sticks out, sticks up in the air, or it's part of the mountain itself there. Really amazing though. Regardless, I don't have to figure it out. Just enjoying the beauty of it. Ooh. I keep thinking we're going to be at the end of all the really cool views, but apparently not. All right, back down the trail. Ooh, yeah. Nice. We're dropping. We're about 7,600, 7,700 feet right now. And we've been going down for at least a couple hundred feet. So we're still dropping. Wow. Whoa. Gotta be careful here. There is a lot of walking. no way to get around that. So we believe this is called Twin Peaks. I'm sure there's like 1,000 other Twin Peaks in the world, but that's these Twin Peaks. So we're kind of down this little valley here. The trail's still going down. We're probably, I show about 7,400 right now on my watch. But, you know, the watch isn't perfect. Yeah, really cool looking. So I hear something. Oh, that's really nice. We're now down about 6,800 and into the aspen trees. And they're shimmering in the wind. Well, you can probably hear all the helicopter sounds. I think there's some kind of a base in the area here because it's pretty constant this morning for the last hour or so. Must be some refueling, resupply, something for forest fires. I mean, we can't smell any smoke. There's not a fire next to us, but that's why we're thinking it's a base. And probably why that guy last night was just like freaking out, like everything's burning. Because if this is all you heard and you didn't know what was actually going on, it'd be a little scary. What are we looking at here?
Water. The creek. Ward Creek. Oh, Ward Creek, yeah.
Don't drop the phone. Don't drop the phone. It's definitely a creek. That's not too impressive, really.
This looks pretty good to me. Yeah, it's better than other creeks we've seen. Yeah.
Yeah, here we go. That looks better. A little more water. Woo! Nice. So we came back over on this side because we can get some water down in that little stream down there, which is really hard to see here. But there's trout in that little stream. Little trout in the little stream. Jordan over here is working feverishly on getting her water situation taken care of. It's hard to see it in the shadow, but she's been very active doing that. Gabrielle, what'd you have for lunch?
What did I had?
Yeah.
Fritos, of course.
Yeah, Fritos.
Salami.
Ooh, salami.
I had some dried apples.
Oh, I had quite the variety.
I ate a few nuts.
Wow.
And a bag of Doritos.
Doritos, is that leftover from last night? Oh, cool. What do you have, Chris?
I had a Snickers bar.
Woo!
And then I had a Kind bar.
Wow.
Nice.
Yeah, that's Snickers. There you go. That is legitimate trail food.
Yep.
That is. I had some tuna thing mix mash with Fritos and some kind of bar. Oh, I had that almond maple paste stuff. That was super tasty. All that. There's the result of. Wow, that's a lot of water actually right there.
It is.
Is that all good water?
It's all good water.
Woo!
Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
Too much, but
And here are the,
Carried a heavy pack all this way. Might as well finish the trail with a heavy pack.
so they're the coolest glasses of the group right here, for sure. So Chris found a cool little camp spot off the trail here. It hasn't been clear cut. There's actually some green grass, and it's not dirty. It's just really nice. There's multiple flat spots around. And Chris mentioned you might be a little trickle of water. See, it gets really green. And if there's a little trickle of water, then we have a water source too. We're checking out the water right now. Really? A pipe?
Yeah.
It's like a spring then.
Algae crap though.
Whoa.
I mean, the water's really cold.
I wonder if that's like a spring they kind of tapped into right there. Oh, we'll do a little.
Whoa.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Check that out, man.
That's pretty deep there.
Yeah, I think that might be good.
Whoa.
Well, I think when you ought to drink that first, and then we wait a couple hours for the. Wow. I think I'm gonna drink that. We'll find out. Get the Imodium close by. So I decided to take a little nap. Feels really good. Nice hair, Jordan.
Thanks. G did it.
That looks really good.
Trying to waste time. It wasted about 5 minutes. Now we're trying.
Cool. It's a good way to spend the afternoon.
You're sleeping. You're taking a nap.
I'm chilling. That's what I'm doing. Take a little nap. My body's just tired. So worth it though. All right, it's 2:30 in the afternoon. At the camp, you can see the cloud cover's gray. You might have just heard that thunder above our heads. So we quickly put up our tents. Some are cooler looking than others. Clearly I win. Look at that, baby. That is comfort. Comfort. Next we have the Nemo Hornet. Gabrielle's head is in the vestibule. You in there?
Yes.
Is that you?
Hello.
I can't see her face.
What? Hi.
Oh, there she is, ain't she? Oh, okay. Next, we're gonna move over to Jordan.
I'm in here.
You sure? Can I put the phone under there?
Yeah.
All right, Jordan's gonna verify that she is alive.
Oh, it'll go other way.
Right here?
I'm right here. Yeah. Hello.
Oh, that's creepy.
Yeah, I know, right?
Hey, man!
That's me.
And then we have Mr. Cool, Chris here, in the umbrella, always prepared for anything, sun or rain.
Just waiting.
Yeah, and you know, it's supposed to only rain between 3 and 4, so it was a little unexpected, although we did kind of see it coming. So we're just gonna wait it out and then wait. So it's our last dinner together here.
So sad.
So we're gonna quick review here. I'm gonna have some scrambled eggs with what's called a fatty beef stick, which if you haven't had these before, I highly recommend. Maybe one a week. And I got some mashed potatoes I'm gonna add to that. That's gonna be super good. So they both have their rocket stoves going in here. What do you have, G?
I'm going to have scrambled eggs mixed with a little bit of potatoes on an English muffin with some salami. It's fancy. Because I'm an extra English muffin from breakfast.
Wow.
So be jealous. Oh my God.
I am. I thought I was stepping out with the fatty beef stick. Jordan, so you got some, is that curry?
I got some curry ramen noodles.
Wow.
And then
I got some extra potatoes for her to put in.
Yeah.
Nice.
So it's
See, that works, huh?
I'm gonna make it work. Curry potatoes? That sounds really delicious.
It does.
Yeah.
It does.
I might, have you had that curry before?
I've not.
Okay, you might want to taste it first to see like, will potatoes taste good in
Oh
here?
no, I need the calories.
Okay, well, okay,
So do you guys have the exact same stove or just a little
No.
variation?
no, different one.
Mine is a Whisper Light.
Oh, MSR?
Yeah, MSR.
Nice.
And yeah, I have to light it. Oh no, sorry, this is a pocket rocket. What is a Whisper Light? I don't know.
Oh.
But I have this self-igniting thing.
Don't you have that too?
Nope, I got, no.
Oh, you got the book thing?
Yeah.
Big? Okay, got it. All right, well, where is?
Chris is just
Must
chilling.
be out in the woods.
Yeah. Don't bother him.
Yeah, what's he having tonight?
He's
Mac, chili mac.
Oh, chili. Okay, we're definitely gonna have to check back with
This.
Chris on the chili mac here. Oh, it's boiling. As soon as it boils, shut that thing up. Oh, yeah, hey, Mike, if you watch this, you might be wondering why we're not boiling the water for what? We have
5 minutes.
3 to 5 minutes is the discussion time. It's because we actually put in filtered water, and so then as soon as you see it boil, you take it off. It saves a lot of fuel that way. Kind of a little pro tip. Yeah. Now, this is not for everybody, because not everybody would do that, man. And the salami's underneath
There's
that?
salami underneath it.
Oh, yeah, you can see it, but there's salami underneath those eggs there. Oh, yeah. Mmm. No ketchup needed on that one, huh, G?
Nope.
Are you a ketchup on eggs person?
No.
Chris is gonna do the like the unboxing of the dinner here. Oh,
Oh yeah.
look at that.
Look at that.
That's chili mac, baby.
Heck, baby. Ground beef, got some beans in
Yeah,
there.
yeah. Wow, man.
Onion, probably a little salsa in there too.
That looks really good, man.
Man.
How many calories per package then?
Oh, there's no telling. But it's got to be at least 1,000.
Yeah, that's nice. Wow, that's good. I think Chris could see words for the dinner here. Well, Gabriel's got the creativity.
Yeah, I
Well,
don't know.
there's
I kinda
creativity
like
there.
Gabriel's, egg and
Yeah.
salami
All right.
deal going over there. That looked pretty damn good.
Let's go for what do you call that? A draw? Yeah, that's really good. All right, so this is the end of day 13, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's a pretty mellow day. My cat, man. Pretty mellow day. And we got here like at lunchtime, practically.
Like at 1 or something.
Yeah. But we don't want to keep going because there's no place to stay in Tahoe City. So we've just been hanging out, though. We've been having just some good conversations and talking with, with Jordan and Chris. It's really cool.
Me and Jordan had a, fun game of throwing rocks at a sign.
Cool.
So that was fun. We drew a little.
Well, yeah, they actually drew.
I braided her hair.
Yeah, really pretty hair.
So I had a short nap while it was slightly sprinkling.
Yep, and we had a little bit of rain that we thought was just going to be a quick kind of blow over 3 to 4 kind of thing, and it wasn't like that. It kept sprinkling and it stopped for hours, and it started sprinkling again, and it may stop
Super
again.
light sprinkling, like
Yeah.
you couldn't even tell.
It was actually kind of pleasant, really. You just don't know. So
Yeah.
anyway, so that was kind of it for today. Yeah. So tomorrow, so that's really a weird mix kind of a thing. We're ready, but we're not ready.
Yeah. Reality.
It's it's really hard to explain. But this was definitely the rumination day for me. So if you watched all the stuff, I hope you're not offended by anything, and that it actually was encouraging for you. Yeah. All right. So hopefully this will be it for tonight. The only way we're going to be back is if something really weird happens tonight. So hopefully we'll see you tomorrow for day 14. And we're going to see Mom and see Katrina, and we should have a breakfast with her tomorrow. It'll be really nice with all 4 of us, which would be really special. So, all right. Sleep tight.